Live do you said
Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to 2024. Welcome on the speaker show. We made it. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. Wow, such an amazing year. Like I've said to you guys before, I am super excited for this year because I know that there's good things that are coming this year. So I want you guys as well to do the same. Be excited for what is coming this year. All right. So, welcome on the speaker. My name is Ninia Lafatai. I'm the host of the show. So tonight we're going to be talking about things that they are very important and 10 things that I've tied to that I want to talk about this evening in order to set you on fire, to set you ready to go for 2024. So I want you to get your pen and paper this evening and get ready for what is coming, for what I'm about to talk about this evening. So I want you to get your pen and paper, get excited for tonight. All right, okay. So as we dive into tonight's topic, all right. So the first thing that I want to talk about with you this evening that is very important. I want you this year to be intentional. Very important. I need you to be intentional with whatever you do, whatever you set to do this year. You need to be intentional about it. Now, being intentional at the same time, I want you to understand that this year is for you. Say this to yourself that this is my year. So this is the year that you have to do something for yourself, not for any other person, not to please anybody. So this year, maybe probably last year, you've done it like you were pleasing other people, you were doing things to make other people feel happy, you were making them, you made them feel good last year. But I want to tell you that this is your year. So this is the time that you need to take for yourself to grow mentally, spiritually, physically, that you can get to a place that you have always wanted for yourself. So I need you to be intentional with whatever you've set to do this year. So the second thing that I want to talk about is embracing adversity. Now, in the process of the journey that you've set for yourself, whatever that you might have put down for yourself that you want to do this year, I want you to understand that the journey is not smooth. The journey will not, the ride won't be like, it won't be that straight. So I want you to understand that you need to embrace those ups and downs. You need to embrace them, appreciate them, be resilient. Start with recognizing, and accepting the inevitable, that you might be facing, any challenges that it is. But at the same time, also, like when you're doing that, practice, practice what I've called like acknowledgement. See, when you're doing something and you realize the ups and down, you realize that okay, this is where I'm going this year. This is what I want to do for myself, acknowledgement is very important. You can't run the race without not acknowledging, because that's how you are going to grow this year. That's how you're going to know how far you've come, and then what you need to do where you are. So you need to practice that. Very important. The third thing that I want to share with you this today is mindset. You need to shift your mindset. How are you thinking? How are you reasoning? What did you do last year that you need to be different this year? So you need to shift your thinking. I want you to challenge yourself this year that what can you do better this year? Grow. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is powerful. I cannot emphasize that a lot. Knowledge is very powerful. So you need to grow your thinking. You need to grow your mind. You can't remain the same person. See, trust me. The person that, like, the mindset that helps you to achieve $1,000 or that helps you to achieve $5,000. Trust me, that same mindset is not what is going to help you to achieve 100,000. I'm not talking about the regular hours of shift that you do every day. No, I'm talking about real cash in your hand, real money in your hand. So you need a different mindset to get you to the place where you need to be. That's what I'm talking about. So you need to grow your mind by challenging yourself this year, asking yourself what you need to do better. When you see obstacles, when you challenge yourself, when you shift your mindset, you will know that, it helps you, it enhances your ability to do better, to keep going, because you know the why, you know the reason why you are doing what you're doing, or why you want to do exactly what you want to do for your life. So the mindset is very, very powerful. The mindset shift, is the foundation for building resilience. That's one thing I need you to keep in mind this evening. Now, the fourth thing that I want to share with you is learning from setback. Like I said before, embracing those setback, ups and down. It's okay. You need to embrace them. But at the same time, don't just embrace them and say, oh, that's okay. You need to learn from your mistake. Explore the concept that setback and failure were just an obstacle, to overcome anything. But even valuable things, teaching, all those things. So you need to be able to do all these things. Understand, discuss the lesson that can be learned from challenging experiences. You need to do all these things, that will contribute to your personal growth, that will contribute to your business, that will contribute to whatever you're doing. Maybe it's your business that you want to take to the next level this year. Maybe, you're just tired of where your business is, or maybe your business flourished tremendously last year. But trust me, you need to do better this year so you can achieve greater result than last year. So you cannot be comfortable at where you are. The success that you have now, whatever you have right now, is not the end for you. There's greater more of what you can achieve that you can still do. And I tell you, I believe so much in you that there's so much greatness in you. There is so much greatness that you still need to explore within you. That business that you're doing can still go beyond the level where it is right now. So don't be comfortable. Don't say you've arrived. You have not. You haven't. This is just the beginning. 2024 is a different year for you, that will take you to that marvelous place that you want for yourself. Now, the fifth thing that I want to share with you is building inner strength. This is important, honestly speaking. Building inner strength. And what do I mean by building inner strength? Is more like saying, resilience is more like bouncing back, from whatever the situation threw you had, whatever life threw you had, you bounce back on your feet. It's not easy. Trust me. It's not easy, but when you are determined and you are focused, you are going to get there. You are going to be able to come back on your feet. So it involves building inner strength. When you contribute to your mental, your mental mind. This is power. This is power that lies within you. Power is the light within you. And then if you do not explore it, it's just going to be sitting down there. And you're just going to start and you will quit. I don't want you to quit this year. I want you to give it all you can. And you need to build your inner strength. Very important. You need to build it. Your emotion has to be stable. You need to learn how to balance yourself. You need to learn how to take care of yourself. Position yourself image. Don't carry yourself anyhow. Don't do things anyhow this year. Compose yourself. Go better. Start living the life that you want. The life that you project yourself to be. Start living that life. Don't live anyhow. Don't live casually. When you go somewhere, put yourself together. Respect yourself. So others can do the same for you. So your inner strength is powerful. It is very, 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 very powerful. And self-talk. You need to talk. Honestly, I showed you guys one time about a book that I read, like what you say to yourself. I don't have the book right here, but I would recommend that you read a book. I would recommend that you read something that is impacting your life, not just going to school for going to school's sake, just for you to get a good job. Don't do that. Read something that will help you to grow, personal growth. Personal is very, very important. So sit, meditate, reflect on things, schedule yourself on how you want to balance yourself this year. Your inner strength is so powerful that it will help you, to like maintaining a growth mindset. So you need to practice that. The sixth thing that I want to share with you this evening: overcoming fear of failure. This one here, I know there are thousands of people. The fear to start something new is always there. But I want you to understand that the common fear of failure, it is the potential that paralyzes the individual. So encourage yourself not to see failure as something that is terrible, but rather see failure as such a natural part of the journey and an opportunity for growth in your life. Emphasize, emphasize on the things that you want all the time. Failure is just the word that it is used to captivate one and put one in one corner, to shrink one of the greatness that is inside one. So, but when you understand that it's just part of life, it's just one of those things, then you will be able to overcome fear. You can overcome anything, anything, anything. So, if it is a business that you're planning to do this year, I want you to go for it. Don't be fearful. Don't worry about what's going to happen. I don't have the money to start. I don't have the ability to start. I don't have the skills to get myself on board. Those are just excuses. Find something that will make you to go extra, as in all the way into what you want to do for yourself. So please, it's very, very important that you practice all these things. And the seventh thing that I want to share with us this evening is cultivating the habit of perseverance. Exploit the roles of perseverance. Very, very important, because when you are able to go beyond, no matter what is going on, you're still giving your best. See, I've seen a lot of people, and I know most of you've heard this common word that, at the end of the breakthrough, when you're so close, when you're in inches away from it, that's when many people give up. That's when many people say, you know what, I am done. You need to be able to cross that. You need to be able to cross that. And how can you cross that stage? Is by like when you are determined. Determination is very, very powerful. Is very, very powerful. Navigating through difficulties in achieving long-term success should be your focus. Should be what you want to do for yourself. You need to persevere. No matter how hard it is, no matter how tough it's going to be. The year is just starting. This is just the first week of the year. So you still have many more to go. So you need to be able to give it all it takes, all that it requires, so you can be able to do better this year. You can be able to have a stronger result than what you had last year. So you need to be able to persist in what you are doing. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't quit. Just keep going. You are more than able. You are more than able. You can do beyond and extraordinary things you can do in your life. And the ninth thing that I want to share with you, very important, is celebrating success. Every milestone that you cross, every little, I always talk about this on the show a lot because I know that it is important. I celebrate every little milestone that I overcame. I celebrate them so that way they can empower me to do better. That way they can help me to keep going. Because when I look back and I'm like, I did this, I overcame this, it gives me hope that I can do better. It gives me hope. So I want you to do the same thing as well too. Let that give you hope. Let that give you strength. It is very critical that you practice. Like you have inner motivation for yourself and reinforcing the idea that is excuse me. All right. It seems like we're getting really excited. My voice is going. All right. So I want you to practice all those things. And the last thing that I want to share with you. All right. The last thing that I want to share with you is be selective. This year, be selective of those you allow in your inner circles. Be selective of the people that you allowed in because that inside is not for everyone. Many people are looking for ways to damage it. Many people are looking for ways to ruin it. So you need to understand that keep going is the most important key that can help you to get to the next level that you want for yourself this evening. So be selective of the people that come into your life. Be mindful. If you need to offend some in order for you to protect yourself, then you should do it. You should do it. Anything that will give you strength, that will give you happiness, is what you should go after. Because if you don't, many are looking for ways to destroy it. See, I'll tell you, who you allow is important. I practice that a lot in my life, and I want you to do the same as well for yourself. You know, excuse me. So when you practice who you allow, when you're very selective, your value is too important than just to allow anyone to get in. So when you set your standard, others will respect it. But when you don't have any standard, then nothing can happen. You will just be a casual person, and you shouldn't be because you are too valuable. And it's not everyone that deserve to be in that circle. It's not everyone that deserve to be in there. So be selective of who you allow in because they are going to have a great impact in your life in this 2024. You will see. So if you want to change your life, you need to be ready to change some certain things. Readjust your seats so you can sit right, so you can achieve that you want. So you guys have been amazing audience. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. And I see that like we have people on the chat. Like, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Trust me, this year is gonna be amazing year. Honestly, it will be an amazing year. So get ready, get excited. Let's go for it. Let's go for all that we can this year. And I know that the best is yet to come. And it's already here already because we're walking into it. All right. So, without being said, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Next week, we're going to be having a special guest, an amazing guest. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. So, I don't want you guys to miss next week because it's going to be wonderful. So, please join me next week for a beautiful guest. You don't want to miss anything. So, stay tuned on the Speaker Show. Until next time, I'll see you. Happy New Year. Niniola Fatai on the Speaker Show.